Honest J. Nowak. Oh yeah. A pleasure to meet all at last, and welcome back to Honest J. Nowak. And now for today, this episode of HJN, I'm simply going to be bringing up plenty of new topics that I'll surely have. And on top of all that, there's been a lot of brainstorms that I've been getting around to lately, so pretty much expect a lot of new HJN material to come about. But for today, I'd like to get into some new subjects here that I basically jotted down recently. And this is one of them, pretty much. Right now, in this episode, I'll be talking about robocalls. Yeah, you know, it has been, in fact, quite a ride since the phone was first invented. You could thank Alexander Graham Bell for that, but even more so with how many innovations and how many technological advancements that the telephone has gone through in the last 150 years, we're certainly going to expect a lot more to come about. Because after all, the smartphone has gone through a lot. There's been so many speed levels that the iPhone, for example, has gone through, from being really slow back then to just being super quick, especially with the iPhone X, and who knows if we're ever going to have any others around here and there. But I will say for sure that robocalls would probably be some of the worst you could ever come across. And let me tell you, there has been quite a few occasions this year alone to where I've been getting random calls from unknown numbers. Numbers that in fact were spam. Numbers that in fact were pranksters or telemarketers. And I have actually been called by some telemarketers out there on recorded lines. However, there is in fact a trick to get rid of them once and for all. Someone actually had been called by telemarketers several times. But eventually, this person would actually call back those telemarketers and tell them that they are in direct violation of the Consumer Protection Act. And as a result, they'd have no choice but to file in a settlement, a paycheck, by all means. This person is amazing, I tell you. I just cannot wait to try out this idea on someone out there who dares to telemarket towards me for any unnecessary reason. But robocalls, though, they're slightly worse. They are, in fact, automatically generated, possibly for an artificial intelligence of some sort that is pretty much spanning from the network. And as a result, the band arrays and the relay that are pretty much just bouncing around different areas, there's always a good chance that someone's number might end up calling yours. And it has happened to me a few times this year already, but there's just no telling what else could be out there, or who else could be out there. You probably might accidentally bounce the relay over to someone else whom they haven't meant to call. Some people might actually be apologetic about the situation and explain to whoever it is that they might have accidentally called that they put in the wrong number. But robocalls, of course, they're no wrong number. They are, in fact, just a legitimate thing out there that we just have to learn to deal with. I don't really know much else to say about that, because it's such a new topic, and it has been around for some time, but not quite long enough for us to really study it. We have no real way to gauge what we could probably do about it. But of course, with time and patience, we should be able to get something done and do the research to be able to get through to it and possibly devise a solution for it. Well, that's pretty much it here that I got to talk about robocalls, and not to mention how you can ward off telemarketers all over the place and many others along the line. But that's pretty much it here on HJN that I got to talk about at the moment. Stick around for some more content that I'll have later on. And if you want to see more, go down to my channel. Make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, follow me on social media, and stay on the Hollywood side.